This game is Nioh, and we're gonna invite a call-in show. So basically, I'll tell you more about it when more people come in. But for any of you who are here early, of course, you can join my Discord and hang out in the on-air room, and I'll bring you in, and you get kicked out as soon as I die. Ooh, it's a Kasada Odachi. That's a nice sounding Odachi, but it's yellow. 46,000 Amrita to the next level anyway. Maybe we'll do this fight solo. Maybe we won't. Who knows? So, my big problem with this boss fight... Well, first things first, getting there is always an annoying kind of thing. There's that woman behind me. And that skeleton, that skelly there, as the kids say. Oh, I should, I guess, tweet that we're doing this. Let's see here. This is happening now. Alright. What are the odds that first time I do this, I win the fight and... Okay, cool. Okay, to call. Doc's here, so what the heck? Let's bring in Doc. Actually, yeah. Alright, here we go. Really should not have started the fight until I called Doc, I just realized. Oh god, yes. I'm typing to Doc right now. It's a bad idea. Okay. Let me get to on air. Okay. Alright, I'm in my thing. Back to stream. Here we go. Alright. I hope Doc notices I'm there. They type to him? Okay, I'll just hop in there when I'm ready. Okay. Okay. I'm definitely, by the way, interested to hear how your technical experience with the stream. The stream is just because I've been having bandwidth issues lately. So Flying Bubbles, I've only posted the one stream on YouTube because I don't know. I feel like I should edit boss fights, but I don't know. That seems to hurt the most, actually. That crater move. Dodged at the wrong time. That move. That was my own fault. I should not have been ahead of you on that. I knew it was coming, but... I don't really know how to deal with this one. That was my own fault. Seems like you can get her and kind of exploit AI here. Let me just make sure I'm in there. Okay. So yeah, for now, those of you if you want to join the call-in show, I have a public hang zone in my Twitter, or my Discord, excuse me, which is at the stream title is set to. Yeah, we might do that, Armor Girl. I feel like maybe it was in there. Let's see. Let's make an offer. It's actually a good Odachi, isn't it? Why are we sorting on that? Order by type, that's what I want. Revenant. Get rid of this one, I think. I like the wooden sword for some reason. Yeah, alright, this is fine. Yeah, it's not as good in Odachi. One Tanfa, nice one. A much better hand cannon. Let me just get rid of this one too. I got one elixir from that at least. 2 elixirs. Ooh, 3 actually. Alright. There we go. Alright. Alright, what do you think the odds are this time? Doc's not in here. I'll see if anybody's in the room in a moment. Alright. And that said, stream seems great 8 minutes in. So I think we're all set. I think this is actually working out in Slowbeef's favor. The session's being my D&D session being gotcha. Well, you can go for it. If not, it's canon now, so this is very clearly a Looney Tunes hammer. And you. You know what? I'm not even gonna risk it.
All right, hello. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Cool. I think I'm actually doing better against Yuki-Onna. Not good enough. There's still a couple of attacks of hers I have triple dealing with, you know, but
That's fair.
yeah, I'm starting to feel good, you know. Feeling like one of these could be the run, as they say.
That could be.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks. I'm going to celebrate that at my sister's later, but, you know. Fun
I
stuff.
completely forgot St. Patrick's Day happened.
Mm-hmm. It's happening, I think.
I mean, happened at all is what I mean. I basically forget St. Patrick's Day is a holiday every single year until it happens.
Yeah.
And then someone says it, like, oh, right, yeah, it's March.
Yeah. Well, we, what do you call it? You know, it's funny, I'm not wearing anything. I don't seem to own anything green anymore, which is odd to, like, completely not have a color, you know?
Yeah.
But
I don't think actually, now that you mention it, I don't think I have any green clothes either.
I used to not have red, but I have red now. I'm being chased by a ghost. Yeah.
I've shifted when I was younger, I pretty much exclusively wore dark and, bland clothes, and that was kind of the thing.
Yeah.
I've shifted in the past couple of years to, like, bright colors instead. So, like, I'm slowly working up a wardrobe of, like, red and yellow.
I'm starting to embrace, like, pink and purple, because, like, for dress shirts and stuff, it's nice, too, because it's, like, a very unusual, without being, like, ostentatious type of color,
Yeah, for what it's worth, pink makes a fantastic dress shirt because it goes with anything.
Yeah.
As a pastel, like, lightly red, lightly white color, it basically can replace white in its entirety while having a little bit more personality, so...
Wow, I'm gonna say, just then, Nioh got his hitboxes completely wrong. I was very, very clearly far
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rare, hey, I think shit happens. Software has bugs, it's not... Team Ninja does good shit. I'm not gonna give him a problem for one small thing. First time I ever noticed. Alright, enough, I've overstated this. Alright. Despite the extra elixir there, the fight's, I don't think, going too badly.
Yeah, it's going alright so far.
Yeah. So, I'm basically using this hammer low attack, light attack, low stance light attack is what I'm trying to say. Because it uses very little, it's the timing on it is very brief, so I can, like, react to her next thing very quickly. It's not too bad,
Yeah, it's still a hammer hit, even if it's, like, the lightest hammer hit that you have.
Right. I'd like to say that's what I was thinking, like I planned it that way, but it's also because, I'm very familiar with the hammer, and it was sort of a happy coincidence there. And now that she is doing that. Oh, stupid man. Push back. She has this, like,
Yeah?
Sorry, she has this move. No, not this one. She has a move that's like a spread shot of like, yeah, this one where I'm not like entirely sure what to do there. Okay. And I
think just dodge. I think that one's just gonna be like dodge really well.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us here in the box.
Ah, that was cool, the evil trash.
Thanks, Evil Crash. That was really nice of you. Damn, totally. So Form 2 totally wrecked me on that. I'll come out and admit that. Let's see if anybody's in the room.
Yeah, not yet. If you would like to pop in for a call setup where, like, we've been doing, where you stick around until we die, just pop into the public hang zone in the or in the AFK channel, wherever you want to go, in Slowbeef's Discord channel, and we can drag you on up.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the same time, it is noon on Sunday.
A very unusual time to stream for me.
Yeah. Very unusual time for most people.
You know what, though? Maybe you live in Europe. Maybe you are a hermit. I don't know. There's possibilities abound.
I am kind of a hermit, unfortunately, and I wish I wasn't.
Aw.
So.
Well, I don't think the Hiyotoko mask is gonna help me in this fight, because I think that just like screams
probably not.
Like commitment, But Hirokudama, I don't know which one's stronger between the Hirokudama and the
Kayakadama?
Yeah.
Which one is black?
the Kayamadama? No, I totally fucked
The
that up.
Hirokudama, I think, is the one that's darker. I think the difference there is not that one is stronger than the other. It's that one does more fire damage than physical, and the other one does more physical than fire. I think the one that's black, I think that's the Kayakadama or the Hirokudama. I don't remember. That one does more fire.
Gotcha.
Also, the number that you can carry, I guess. Yeah, no, the black one you can only carry 5 with you, whereas the other one you can carry 10. So it's likely to be stronger. Probably just because elemental damage is less resisted.
Where's that? Oh, I'm going with the paired Raiken, by the way, for...
Ah, the double dogs.
Yeah.
The double-double. Alright, we do have someone in the hanging out. If you want me to drag them up.
Drag him up. Let's do it. Who is it?
How you doing, Patty Bees?
Hey.
Hey, I'm doing alright. How are you guys?
What's going on, Patty Bees? I hope you're having.
Nothing much.
Me neither. Just my son's asleep. My daughter and my wife are at the store, and fuck it. It's Nioh time. I spent about 20 minutes on the phone with my ISP. Concerning some recent bandwidth issues vis-a-vis streaming, but I gotta say they were very helpful. So
that's good news.
Yeah. So
It is much cleaner. I saw those last couple of times. It was a little choppy.
yeah, we're 16 minutes in with no dropped frames or anything. So you know, I'm feeling pretty good now, and I did a 20-minute test stream earlier.
The good news is that when you do get around to putting those recordings up, if you do, those will be fine because they record separate, right?
Exactly right.
That does sound like good news.
Yeah. I don't know if I should edit out, like, you know, failed boss attempts and things like that, or just go straight VOD or what, you know? I don't know if anybody... I don't know if anyone appreciates the work I did. No, I don't know if it's, like, worth it, you know? Because I find with VOD stuff, too, it's, like, it's a kind of a thing you put on the background and tune back in if, like, there's stuff... You know what I mean? Like, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't like being, like, lazy. I like being a little lazy, but, you know.
Acceptable levels of lazy.
Yeah. Exactly.
I find it fun enough to see failed attempts as much as successful ones.
Yeah, I hear ya.
To see how, you know, you get better at the boss.
The evolution of...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The good news for you, Patty Bees, is that we've gotten a pretty good amount of damage on this boss, and I haven't used an elixir yet.
Yes, you have. You've used exactly one.
Oh, did I? I thought I
Yes.
came in with 7 for some reason. Like, you're right that now that you say it, I'm like, yeah, I did use that one, but then I thought I did, but I looked at the number, I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't. Either way, I'm lying is the point, but it's still not going too bad. I mean, 7 elixirs is good to have, you know?
Yeah, no, that you have done more damage to her than she has done to you, if you can consider like a total number of health.
Right.
So you and Doc and Maddie, you guys told me about the strength of low stance and mid stance. I really value that when I played the game at first.
That's probably pretty common because, well, high stance puts out the biggest numbers, and that's usually what y'all want. But then you realize that in certain situations, mid stance and low stance actually bring out the highest numbers.
True. And it doesn't even low, like mid stance and low. If you can hit long enough, it really does like the same DPS.
Yeah.
About the same. I didn't really do the math, but
Yeah! Dodge that.
Nice.
Instant.
wow.
I can't tell which is the 5 spread rapid shot versus the 5 like just regular 5. Shit.
Yeah.
You know, I swear.
Well,
Well,
up next.
up next.
How you doing, Filio?
I'm doing okay, just recently woke up
Cool. I'm glad.
and enjoying some nice Nioh streaming.
All right.
Is this the same area? I'm just asking because like I haven't been following this perfectly. Is this the same area where we fought that giant lightning?
No,
away?
it's not. This is not the same area as you fought Nioh, and in fact on a different island even.
Okay. Because the door entrance seemed familiar. That's why.
That's probably just a reused asset.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very big on like, here's a big fucking door that you walk through for a boss.
I mean-
you know what I mean? Like, which I guess, to be fair, is
Is a good idea.
yeah,
If only because then you know it's a boss. You're
Exactly.
not gonna go.
yeah.
That's actually an interesting idea about games, and especially games where bosses are a thing
hmm
that you have to indicate your boss as well,
Right. Boss
because
help.
otherwise, boss stalls. Otherwise, you might have the player going like, oh, I expended all my resources just to get here, and now, oh.
Right.
I'm trying to think if I can remember a game that didn't do that well.
Yeah. Like, I guess... Yeah, like... I guess, boss doors are kind of helpful in that regard, obviously, but, like... And somebody in chat mentioned points of no return, and I think that's a very nice, kind of modernist thing that, like... That they'll tell you, like, hey, you know, that's enough. Either this is gonna be it, so... You know... Are you done
Although,
with...
yeah. Although, it's interesting to think about, because even way back when, points of no return were a thing. But mostly they were just so you were like, oh, yeah, you don't want to miss these collectibles. Oh, well. It was a good try.
Alright.
Alright.
Hey, Yuki-Onna.
Hello, Jar Anecdotes. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing alright. I'm having a lovely little Sunday. How's it going?
That's good news. I'm also doing alright.
Super. I'm actually procrastinating. I'm dragging my feet on a music condition. But so I thought I'd hang out for a little while.
That sounds good. Nothing wrong with... Well, there is something wrong with procrastinating sometimes, but it depends. Sometimes, like, you know, you need that recharge. You know what I mean? Like, it can't always be just, like, you're constantly on high speed, you know?
No, I struggle with that, especially when it comes to creative pieces. It's weird. Like, sometimes I can switch off. Like, I had a friend who asked me to help write a score for a short film about a couple of years ago. He gave me 10 days. I did it in a week, which is not very responsible of me, but it turned out okay.
You know, that's a thing. So, like, you know, I don't know if you know, I have my business degree, and, like, one of the classes we took, they mentioned a thing called student syndrome, where if you give most people, like, X amount of time to do a task, they'll, like, usually put it off till near the end of the deadline. And
yeah,
then...
it's a weird thing because like there's an Icarus component where you can fly a bit too close to the sun if you rely too much on that strategy.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, like, yeah. It's
like I've absolutely fallen prey to that when I was a student. It sucked.
Absolutely. You got a little extra time too, because I was like, you know what, I might want to grab a couple of elixirs, and I've got a 15% chance of getting them. And these skeleton guys, you know, they're big on elixirs apparently. Not big, but I found an extra Kadama off camera, so they're kind of helpful in that regard. It turns out.
Nice.
Smellytons.
Smelly things, exactly. And some more good news.
Very rude.
Well, I mean, they are dead. I guess.
Yeah, but they're bones. They probably don't smell of anything, really.
I'm a rude boy, Doc. That's
unfortunate.
Do plaque eat other bones, or are they just concentrate on teeth because of like moisture and food and things like that?
Plaque is eating enamel rather than bone. Yeah.
That'll do it. Interesting.
Kind of creepy.
I thought enamel was a bone thing. I didn't realize it was a specific tooth thing, actually.
Nope. It is very much specific only to teeth. And it's actually kind of a problem that it's only specific to teeth because it's part of why it's, if you lose it kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
I have to say this is some of the first footage I've seen of Nioh, and it looks kind of rough. Like I heard a lot of people talk about, it was quite similar to the Souls games, but this looks significantly more intense.
Yeah, I think
it's
like,
very fast in comparison.
Yeah, I think like you kind of get like the even if it's not 100% accurate, like Team Ninja takes on a Souls-like is not a bad descriptor for what you get per se, you know. Even if it's like not exactly, you know what I mean?
In practice, it does play pretty significantly differently.
Yes.
Like the things you really should be taking track of and and just what you should be paying attention to are, like, you have different priorities on that in this game versus a Souls game. And, like, the active reloading stuff with the key pulsing, switching stances, that's all, like, pretty different.
So it sounds like a lot to take on board.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of like, like if you had like Bloodborne with the key pulse active reloading and some of the speed, it's like I think you'd have like something that's like completely great in terms of combat. Like I kind of do miss the sort of the importance of like say like parries and shit, you know, in Bloodborne and like how satisfying that was. But you know, that said, I think you can unlock a parry. We mentioned that. It's not a. This is Nioh is like a little more about like dodging.
Give me one moment. I will be back in just a moment.
That's fine.
I just saw someone in the chat say, "Where's my Kingsfield remake?" And I'd be up for that, honestly.
I never played it before.
I mean, neither have I, but I've seen footage. I think it's an interesting concept that'd be worth revisiting. Just that style of game, but with a kind of modern look of paint. Sort of first-person proto-Souls kind of combat.
I never played it. You know, one game I found on PS2 was called Hungry Ghosts. It was made by the company, or it was made by the director of I think it was Ghouls and Ghosts. You know. Yes. And it's like it was. I guess like I don't know if Kingsfield is a fair comparison to say, but like, oh you jerk. I don't know if it's a fair comparison to say, but I will say it was like it kind of reminded me if you like did like Bloodborne in the Kingsfield style because it was like very like gothic horror kind of themes, but first person and a little slower paced, you know. That said, like you really didn't play like Bloodborne. And stretch. God, that's smooth.
I'm kind of curious. I might have to look it up.
Oh, I didn't think there'd be a fourth. God darn it, that was very close though. Sorry, Sharon Anecdotes. Let's go with drummer's been waiting. Hey, how are you?
Well, how are you doing this fine Sunday?
Wow, you are very low. Sorry, I'm gonna boost you to 200. Hey, can you talk again?
Yes, how do I sound now?
You're good. You're a little quiet. Like before, though, I was like, I'm like, oh, I can't hear him at all. But
Okay, I'll boost my gain just a little bit.
okay, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Hopefully, the folks at home can hear you okay. But how's your Sunday?
It's good. It's good. Going off of what your anecdotes were saying, you know, procrastinating.
Yeah, procrastination's nice. There's other stuff I could be doing. I mean, I could be uploading stuff. I could be editing. But yeah, I feel like, you know.
There's just so many good video games to play.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and if you're gonna do like, quote unquote work, you might as well fight a fun boss fight, you know.
Exactly. There's no reason not to. I've never played this game personally. I've only seen you stream it, but it looks really good.
I like it a lot, honestly. There's issues with it that don't exist as partially. Like, there's like some, you know, some of the, like, I've heard the locales are not as good as, like, or varied as Souls games, and, you know, Doc told me I've seen the majority of enemies, considering this game's length, until the DLC, that is. And then considering this game's length, that seems like a little disappointing in my opinion, but that said, I'm not there yet, so I enjoy the combat a lot. I think it's definitely fun.
Yeah, the combat looks like easily the best part of this game. I mean, you know, obviously the lore and the scenery is very beautiful, but you know, it's a slash 'em up or hammer 'em up, if you will.
In my case, right?
Yes.
Let's see what I can offer to in the shrine just to get some items back now. Here.
Is the shrine how you level up?
Yes, exactly. Shrine's kind of bonfire-y, you know. Maybe it's
I see.
yeah. It resets enemies. It heals you. It it kind of hits those like notes. But you can see too, like it also does things like you can ready your magic here, which I think you can do in the Souls games, but I don't ever play magic type, so I'm not sure. And then, yeah, then there's like you can like DLC, and then Kodama blessings, which is nice.
All right, I've returned. How you doing? I see that a death has occurred.
It has.
It has, but we're up to 6 elixirs again. Oops. Yeah, and I'll just see if I get any more elixirs out of this skeleton. Not to imply skeleton for sure. There's this one in particular.
We understand.
Okay, all right.
When they don't drop elixirs.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm doing that. I can't believe it didn't work. Okay, fine. Like that would have been embarrassing. Let's just recharge health and we'll go for that boss again. Yeah, so yeah, I definitely do enjoy the combat in Nioh.
It looks very fluid. Like you can really combo off on the enemies and get comboed off upon.
Yeah, it's tricky. Like boss fights are tricky because I feel like you can't really combo them per se, except for very rare instances. Like Yuki-Onna, once you knock out her key, you can like stun lock her a bit, but you have to get to a position where she hasn't already started attacking.
Right.
Yeah. I still kind of wish there was a closer shrine to the boss, personally. It's very annoying having to maneuver past like 4 skeletons, and then Cloth Woman's kind of unpredictable.
Yeah, Itan moment.
Yodama.
Itan moment.
Itan Woman.
Itan. It's like Itan because it's one of those 2 instances of the T sound. Yep. Moment. There's actually a term for that. Man, I just learned about this recently.
I know what you mean.
Funnily speaking, in Japanese, there's not just syllables. There's also another one, which is like smaller than a syllable.
Yeah. When you like it's kind of like when you it's a small su. It's in the written form.
Yeah. There's it's kind of how you're supposed to depict double vowels and stuff like that, or extended vowels.
Isn't it like Itan, you're extending the ton, or?
No, it's that N is its own one of Moru? Is it Moru? Might be Moru. But N is its own one of those. It's considered basically almost a syllable by itself.
Linguistics is so fascinating.
What's so fast?
Linguistics is fascinating.
Really?
Yes.
One thing I like learning about languages that are divorced from English, or at least in my experience with what I know of Japanese, is like it does actually teach you about linguistics and really English or your own language in general, because like even like concepts like the copula, or I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, where like you use it constantly in English, but you never have to know about it because it doubles as like the verb to be and stuff. So, yeah.
I'm mostly familiar with English, but have studied a little bit of Greek, and that has made my English much better, just from the formulaic buildings, constructions, rather.
Basically, because a lot of words in English stem from Greek.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, look who's got half health. I still got
Nice.
5 elixirs, so.
Just don't fuck up.
Well, so. There's one fuck up. Yikes!
Oh shit, she canceled her attack and then moved into doing something different.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
She fainted at you.
Yeah. One interesting thing I found about her too is that she does not have infinite reach on that.
Yes.
That said,
Yeah, you have to. If she's able to close range, you have to do a dodge to dodge that.
yes. Yes, do that. Getting this, yeah, getting that cycle. I know how to handle that. Yep, yep.
Languages are in fact cool as hell, by the way.
They are.
They are.
One of my biggest interests is locational phonetics, or regional phonetics.
I
Yeah.
definitely get that. 'Cause I grew up in the tiny part of America that calls every soft drink a Coke,
Gotcha.
and that made going to college weird when not everyone else called it that.
So when you actually wanted a, you know, like a cola, would you call it a cola?
No, so the interaction would be, you know, you go to McDonald's or whatever, hey, can I get a large Coke? And then they'd say, sure, what do you want?
Okay, fair. Can I get a large Coke? Pepsi okay? No!
Take Mountain Dew.
No, 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 no. It's rude. I don't know how to deal with it. No. Come on, close the distance. Do your dash. Yep. Okay. Yep.
The one you don't know how to deal with, it's another dash forward through it kind of thing.
Damn it!
There it is. Rough.
That was getting there. That was really getting there. It's that 5. It's that the 5 spread is the one that really gets me. And Dectalon's right. I'll have living weapon next time. So if I had living weapon at the end there, I think I might have been able to do it. Sorry.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm waiting to
You-
go out.
You are the 3rd or 4th person I've seen who uses that Van Gogh painting as their, like, picture.
Yeah, I set it like 3-4 years ago because I didn't even know this picture existed, and then I saw it, and then saw it was Van Gogh, and I was like, "That's cool as shit." So I set it as my profile picture, and I've seen loads of people set it as that now, even though when I set it, I'd seen no one with that profile picture.
Yeah.
Maybe
Might have
you're
been a
the
trendsetter without
Yeah.
thinking about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm important.
It happens. I was the trendsetter for people using Discord for a while there, so, hey.
I'm kind of known for a little thing called Let's Play. I mean,
Yeah, maybe.
they're all trend centers. Video, at least. All right, let's do this here.
I have the oldest server that I know about.
Oh,
Came out like a month and a half or 2 months after Discord like started its alpha.
it's funny when you said that. I thought you were like contending server for a second. Like I just have the oldest box that's ever kind of kept a server. Like has served.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the actual owner of Discord. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a feature.
Oh, that's so cool.
I
dude.
should probably fire the fucking pedophiles that work for me.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Nothing. No other thing I can give you for a possible elixir. Like, do I really need this Kusarigama? I guess I don't need this. I do want to hold on to a Tonfa though, so. Nothing. You are killing me, video game. What do you call it? So,
Sounds like you're just gonna have to play perfect.
I know. Spurino, you're, Spurino, by the way, that's your pronunciated username. What?
Yeah,
Spurino.
Americans pronounce it Spurino, but Europeans all pronounce it correctly, which is Spurono. I don't get it. Yeah, it's Spurono. I
I
don't
think I
get
might
it.
be able to tell you why that's the case.
Go on.
Americans tend to stress the middle syllable of a word, as opposed to any other syllable of it if it's 3 syllables long.
Really? Huh.
Yes. This is a common feature of American accents.
Huh.
I did not
That's
know.
actually pretty neat.
Yeah.
This is actually something that's really noticeable in whenever like people say Japanese words. For example,
Yeah,
in DMC4,
katana.
people say
Yamato.
Yamato and stuff like that when we're talking about the
Yeah.
sword instead of Yamato, which is how it's supposed to be pronounced, with the first syllable stressed.
Yeah, speaking about Japanese earlier, I study a little bit of Japanese. I'm not very good.
That's
And something about this game, it really annoys me that the romanization in this game is with a H. And I understand that's the old way of doing it. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, are you talking about
That it's Nioh, so
Like,
it's
with an
with the
O.
H at the end?
Because it's like
yeah.
usually
On
like,
this, it's OU.
Yeah, the thing is, okay, so here's the thing about that. I know exactly why that's the case, because that's an extended vowel, the O. We were actually just talking about extended vowels a little bit earlier, and it is kind of still done interchangeably of ending it with an H or a U. I think actually the H is the more modern one. I think the U is
Really?
I think U is the Hepburn version, where H is the Koneshiki.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, U is definitely Hepburn, or at least modified Hepburn.
Yeah.
Like, I think typical Romaji is modified Hepburn, you know? But
Yeah. It's funny that Hepburn is the one that's still consistently used when it's significantly less accurate.
it might also be a stylistic thing, though, because I don't know if it's awkward for people who don't know any, like, Japanese, like, to see N-I-O-U. Be like,
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's really not very indicative of what you're supposed to say that as. Yeah. Because, I mean, that's... Not to bring it back to this, because I don't want to talk about it every time, but that's why people say Tuhu sometimes, as opposed to Toho.
Right.
Because they think that the OU means ooh, which is how it is in English a lot of the time.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, people pronounce it Nioh.
Yeah.
Which it's definitely not right.
Whereas the H doesn't really have that problem.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I've not touched this game yet. I don't know if I'm going to touch it. My friends offered that I can play his version. I don't like the arcade look of things.
The arcadiness.
Yeah, I don't know if that's accurate because I've not played it, but it looks arcade.
I know what you mean. Like, it's very fast-paced, you know, and... It's like, I think, like, Soulsborne-y kind of games can be very, like, ooh, she really fucked me up on that.
I'm just quite good at that.
That was even out... Ah! God damn, and that... This fight was going significantly better than it is now.
It happens.
That Naginata was a tough read for me.
I think though, anytime she flourishes the Naginata, like at all,
Yeah.
that's dodge to the side mode. You should dodge to the side.
Okay.
So, anytime she does twirly shit with the Naginata, except for when she's gonna... Actually, no, even when she's gonna swing it, that's dodge to the side stuff. When she starts to, like, create ice up there, you can read the ice instead as what you should do to dodge it.
Yeah. But I still don't know how to dodge, like, 15 ice things coming in a spread gun format.
Yeah, I think that one you should dodge forward through. My guess, because if you dodge forward, you minimize the amount of time you're actually touching the ice.
I saw it coming, and I couldn't quite get there, though.
Well, bye guys.
Take it easy.
See you guys.
I don't axe.
Good morning. How are you both?
Alright. Could be better, could be worse. You know, if your source of frustration is a video game, it's not a bad morning at all, frankly.
I mean, it depends on the person, but sure.
Go ahead.
Nice cold Sunday morning when yesterday was 70 freaking degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So Pennsylvania's a very good state to live in.
Yeah, it's been ridiculous weather lately. Oh.
But
Well, that was unfortunate. Alright. Sorry, Axe. Patty.
You can bring Axe back in a bit, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. I feel bad about that. But, I mean, yeah, so... That was my own stupid fault for grinding elixirs and getting sloppy.
To prevent this from happening again, do you want to know the closer shrine?
The what?
Wait, there's a closer shrine?
Closer shrine, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
There's a slightly better one. I'm not even sure it's closer, but it's definitely meant to be better.
Oh.
You know when you run past that skeleton and you turn right to go to the boss?
Yeah.
Go past the skeleton and turn left instead.
Okay. Okay, let's see how that goes.
There should be a door you can open up that might be a smoke enemy. Go in the door.
Smacked on the ass by that bolt of cloth.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So wait, now I'll go past the skeleton. I'm sorry, what next?
Left.
Wait, left out of the house?
Yeah, no, you need to like jump through the doors. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so if you go, you actually already have the door open. If you go there,
Mhm.
and then go left. Not that way. Oh wait, actually, yeah, that way, sorry.
Yeah, this shrine.
There's a shrine. Yeah, that one is definitely better.
Okay, let's see how this goes for me, because now in order
This one means you don't have to go by the Eton moment again.
That's true.
And there's only one skeleton in the way. Either way.
Or am I going the wrong way? Wait.
If you go right, that's the way you normally went.
Okay.
Through the paper doors.
The paper
Yeah,
doors.
jump through.
Oh, I see. And then all I gotta deal with is this skeleton.
Yeah.
I got it now. Okay.
Yeah, that is
Trying
easier.
his best. Let's be honest.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Oh, that is much better. True. Okay. So the good news is for you, Patty. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No problem.
But I'm 1 elixir down than usual. I've got 5. Why do I have my? Wait. Why do I have my my thing back? My living weapon. My
You died twice in a row, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Maybe I didn't pick it up in the last
skeleton
video. I died with axe just now.
Yes.
Like a skeleton.
Mystery solved. So while I'm still here, Doc, you're doing voice acting for
I'm not doing
yes,
voice
sorry.
acting. I'm basically organizing a voice acting project. I'm doing voice directing.
I was curious what made you choose this particular story. Because I don't really know.
Because it's a really long form dialogue between six characters. It's actually like perfectly set up for this. I have to do relatively little work to adapt it into this because it's already pretty much perfect for it.
And is it like more comical or?
Comical, did you say?
Yeah. What's the?
It's actually, it's pretty funny, but it's actually a fair amount serious. There's actual like philosophical discussions going on during it. It's interesting. There's a lot of talking about how capitalism is flawed, and that shit sucks as well. Like, it's great.
Huh.
Toho?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toho would take on.
Motherfucker, one of the latest books has a big ol' screed in it about how immigration's a good thing, and how being opposed to it is leads to just xenophobia and fascism.
Wow.
The series is actually pretty strongly political and very left-leaning.
there was a government in Toho.
There isn't.
Oh,
There isn't hell, though. Sort of.
fair enough.
Hell is a laissez-faire capitalist hell state.
Hell
And it
is
sucks shit.
I just want to repeat that again. So hell is capitalist?
Yes.
That's very interesting.
What do they sell in hell?
I don't know.
Shit.
I've been talking about this recently, but there's also the concept of the government of right and wrong. Sorry, the Ministry of Right and Wrong, which is the celestial bureaucracy that governs the afterlives. They're underpaid and overworked at all times, and not appreciated by anyone. They're so underpaid they have to put up concession stands in one of the roads to the afterlife just to make ends meet.
What the?
They're an underappreciated government, like, unappreciated but very necessary government feature of governments, and it's great. The long and short of it, and I've said this before, Toho is Japanese Discworld. That's basically what it is, and it uses its like fantasy setting as just for a lot of modern satire and stuff like that.
Time for a living weapon.
Thank you for announcing that, like Power Rangers or something.
Nice.
Good night, Yuki-Onna.
Good work.
Luck of the Irish.
Anyway,
Yeah, good job.
Yuki-Onna, go for it.
Get fucked, Ice Witch, as drummers say. Yes. Oh, these are cool snow. I didn't realize they were like snowflake butterflies, and she is. We melted her icy exterior. You're welcome. Let life go. It's perfect. Oh, do we get this as our new guardian spirit? Maybe that's.
裏切り信長様の天下不武の夢が炎に消えた。
So Yuki-Onna actually is also a historical person.
What?
Not the actual, like, not the legend of the Yuki-Onna, but this Yuki-Onna in particular is an actual historical person.
I see.
This is Nohime, who was the legal wife of Oda Nobunaga.
こぼれる
Oh wow.
の
Yep.
嘆きばかり。
Is she related to the myth? I would assume.
Nope.
No. Oh, yeah.
This is, by the way, Gumbo Master, my first time with this part of the
信
game.
長
Yes.
様と共にあること。
That's by Usada Hicho.
Usada Hicho, which is the ice butterflies that you were talking about.
Interesting. Oh, there's more. Okay. Must be another mage. Yeah, Fuku, that's right.
Fukui, I think. Oh, just Fuku?
Just Fuku.
Okay, never mind. I was wrong.
今日の鬼門にあたる比叡山に向かい申した。ゆかりある場所ゆえ。
The War of the West armor looks so weird and interesting because it's a weird blend of Western and Eastern armor, basically. You've got just straight up cuisses and polanes, which are not common, and the breastplate is basically a breastplate. With a little bit of mirror armor going on, but it's mostly just a breastplate.
I just noticed it's not symmetric.
That's not uncommon for armor.
Oh, really?
In fact, most of the time, armor is actually slightly asymmetrical.
Does it help with balance or something?
It's not balance, it's just that you don't need it to be. And you want to lower the weight and, like, as much as possible if you can help it. Because, all right, so which side of your armor do you think you want to be more like defensive?
I would
Is it-
probably think the side you're holding the weapon with.
It's actually the opposite. It's the side you have your body like focused against your opponent.